Hi everyone, welcome to sanseuyt. I'm sitting here alone. It's fall weather. It is so beautiful, like look at it. I originally started this channel because I wanted to share about my experience with listening to subliminals. My experience with subliminals and manifestation has been so magical that I cannot not talk about it. I haven't made a video on the topic of subliminals in so long. The reason is because I feel like other friends or co-workers who have found my channel, working in the tech industry, people expect you to be logical, and something like subliminals, according to them, is not logical. I was avoiding talking about it because it cannot be explained by the concept of like logic that people have grown up with. Anyway, I finally came to the conclusion, if this thing works for me and if this thing sounds dumb, stupid to my co-workers, it is because they are not open-minded or smart enough to use this technology in their favor. So that is the conclusion that I have come to. I'm not gonna suppress talking about something I believe has been magical. I believe it works because of fear of judgment from some people who don't know some basic stuff. Today I want to share about what my life was like before I got into like self-development, before I started listening to subliminals. I should be in the center of the... I want to talk about what my life was like before I started listening to subliminals. I did properly listening to subs. It was 2020 February. I even remember because I was trying to kind of test whether this works or not. In 2019, I was in second year of university. Day by day, physically, I was just deteriorating. I started developing some kind of an eye infection. So each time I woke up, I had some yellow crusty thing in my eyes, like in both of my eyes, but I think the left eye was worse. I don't know what was happening with my eye. I had super dry skin and I was having like skin trouble, especially on the left side of my face. I was having skin trouble to the extent that people would point it out to me. Someone who has trouble on their skin, they know about it. You don't have to point it out ever. Even if I eat one ice cream, the next morning I would wake up with a painful pimple. It would just not go away for more than a month. But now it's completely different. As a computer science major, I have to sit in front of the screen for like more than 8 hours a day. Everything is done using the computer. But I would start getting... This eye would have the yellow crusty infection and this eye would become red. It would hurt also, but like from the inside it would become all red and it was so scary. It was like my eyes were like, bitch, I don't want to study anymore. I cannot not study because we have deadlines. And like also in 2019 I was in a state of intense self-hatred. My hair was falling out. My hair was frizzy as fuck. My features were not harmonious at all. I looked way older than my age. My skin was very dry and prone to breaking out. I felt ugly and I depended so much on validation from the outside. I feel so sorry for the person I was dating back then. Every day I was depending so much on him for giving me self-esteem and self-assurance because myself, I didn't have any self-esteem. Like I had no self-beliefs, no self-love. He helped me a lot. He did try his best, but ultimately, even if the person loves you so much, they cannot do everything for you. Something like self-love and self-esteem, it has to be developed from within. It cannot be given to you, even if the other person loves you a lot. I feel so sorry for him. But as time passed and my confidence in myself decreased because of like my health and body deteriorating, at the age of 22 I didn't look youthful anymore. I always felt insecure because I didn't have the confidence in myself. That is why subliminals have been so life-changing. It has not been just the physical appearance changes. My health has been completely restored, and at the age of 28 right now I feel so youthful, and even with no makeup, and like I just finished working out and I feel so young and pretty. If I eat something, like let's say I have lunch, I would have extreme levels of tiredness. It was like after eating something I cannot function. I have to sleep. So my energy was so low. I don't even have many pictures from that time because I look like an ajumma and I felt so powerless to do anything about it. And back then I was becoming obsessed with skincare and health. But skincare can only improve your skin. It cannot give you facial harmony. Like even if you eat healthy, I mean, I was trying all kinds of diet cannot give you beauty. Diet cannot change your facial proportions. But subliminals can change your facial proportions. I know it sounds insane. I have so much to talk about this topic. Let's go into what were the subliminals. that I consider to be life-changing. The first subliminal that I would say it has been life-changing is the one by Herzig, Veritas. That was the one that cured my eye infection. I would also like regularly get styes in my eye, something on the eyelid swells. That is cured. If I think about like how far I've come, waking up in the morning, not being able to open my eyes, to being complimented for having really beautiful eyes on a daily basis, even though I don't have symmetrical eyes, and like having that sparkly look in my eyes. Isn't it like illogical that at the age of 22 I'm having eye infections and I'm not able to open my eyes and my eyes are getting red, but at the age of 28 right now I get complimented for having beautiful eyes. I haven't had any issue with my eyes ever since, and I also felt confident enough to get LASIK, so I don't have to wear glasses anymore, so I can see everything clearly without glasses. That has definitely been life-changing. So that was the Subliminal by Herzig, Veritas. I've tried listening to her beauty subliminals as well. I didn't like the aesthetic those beauty subliminals gave me, so I don't listen to those. I only listen to her health subliminals. Other subliminals that I've listened to for health is the one by CEE on YouTube. Her name used to be Miss Synergy. Her health subliminals and her old subliminals have worked well for me. Actually, sometimes, like, because I have like long playlists, I listen to not just one, but I listen to a bunch. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which was the one that gave me good results. I talked about having really bad skin, right? To the extent that people would point it out and be like, why is your skin like that? Like, guys, don't do that, by the way. It's so sad that she doesn't have her channel on YouTube anymore, but she does have a Patreon. LUMINALPLAY and her subliminals have been absolutely life-changing for me. Her beauty subliminals have gave me the aesthetic and the look that I really like. I felt the most pretty when I was listening to her subliminal playlist. In particular, there's this subliminal called CG Beauty Subliminal. In very slight ways, changed the proportions of my face, given me like sparkly eyes, given me clear skin. Even in my teenage years, it used to be like, if I have one pimple, it's gonna stay on my face for minimum 1 month. It will take like 3 months to heal completely. And now, first, I don't get pimples that easily. Even if I get one, it's gonna go away within 3 days. Even if I have something, it's not that noticeable. It doesn't make me feel insecure. And I have that confidence that it's gonna go away pretty soon. I don't worry about it too much. And I think that is magical. Like listening to audios and then the audio giving you clear skin, I think that is magical. I had a 10-step skincare routine. I didn't have clear skin back then. LUMINALPLAY's Eternal Youth Subliminal has also been so good. People just think that I'm much younger than my age. After listening to it, I also feel like I look much younger than my original age. Unfortunately, there have been a lot of subliminal channels that were taken down. These days, my favorite is Baejin Cafe and I Want It, I Got It. Their subliminals have also been so amazing. I think I should get going now. Sometimes like people have asked me why did I bother to do like LASIK instead of just listening to subliminals. But the truth is, I did listen to subliminals for it. People have to think about it in a more broader way that is giving me the ability to manifest exactly what I want. If I cannot get rid of myopia just by listening to some audios, it's going to manifest a situation for me where I am able to get rid of myopia, and that is through having a successful LASIK or LASIK surgery. Like people ask me like, why didn't you just listen to subliminals for having perfect teeth? I actually did, of course I did, on a daily basis. And it manifested a situation for me. It manifested a situation for me where I'm able to afford something so expensive and go through with it and have the result that I want and feel confident in my smile. So I think we have to kind of widen what is possible, widen our perspective on how it is going to come into our lives. Oh my god, Chukta. It is so beautiful, but it is so cold right now.